Let's open up the room a little bit. How many people out here got family members that get on your nerves? Clap if you got somebody in your family that gets on your last nerve. Yeah. I figure if you didn't clap just now, then you probably that family member. That's what I figure in here. Because we all got dysfunctionality in our families. Am I right or wrong? We all got it, man. Black, white, I don't care, Mexican, we all got it, man. I can't speak for y'all, but I got it running deep in my family. I was talking to one of my dads on the way here, man. Dad number 4, sir. I called him on the phone. He just found out the day I do stand-up comedy, so I was real confident about the conversation. Yo, Dad, guess what? Boy knows what he's going to be. Yeah, stand-up comic. Yeah, tell you a joke. Oh, hold on, I got one for you. Hey, what do you get when you cross the Pillsbury Doughboy with Raggedy Ann? A red-headed chick with a yeast infection. Dad didn't find that too funny, you know. Because my dad big on education. That's like his whole thing. That's his whole deal, you know. He was like, God dang, boy, what the hell you want to go and do that for? You mean to tell me you gonna go and waste 9 years of high school to do that? That's what we do as comics. We embellish the stories. That's what makes them kind of funny, you know. People always ask me, you know, my dad knows what I do. People always ask me, you know, Jason, how'd you get started in entertainment, you know? Well, actually, entertainment runs in my family. My father used to be a magician. Sucker disappeared when I was 2 years old. Well, I ain't seen him since, man. That's why I keep TiVo and cops. How many of y'all got kids out there? Round of applause. That's always fun to talk about. Got kids? Yeah? Yeah. I say if you got them, beat them. Yeah, a few of y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I say we get out here right now and go whoop some kids' ass. Come on, let's go, man. Come on, let's go. Your first belt's on me, man. I think the part of the reason why kids are so bad, man, and so messed up, and you know, our country's so messed up, in my opinion, is because I think the government has their hands in too much of us raising our own children. You know? Yeah. You know? They tell you what you can do and what you can't do now, don't they? Yeah, what do they tell you now? They say, don't beat your kids. Don't beat them. Give them time out. It works. Does it really work, seriously? Time out. Shoot. We didn't have time out coming up, though, did we? Well, I guess we did, though, didn't we? We had time out. It was called being unconscious. Those were the good old days, you know? You remember that time, man, where you would go over to your neighbor's house, do something bad, get a whooping from your neighbor, then get a call home from your neighbor telling them what you did, and get another ass whooping when you got home? Remember that? Caught the tail end of that generation. And my grandmother had some of the biggest hands you ever want to see on a woman. You ever hit so hard in your back, you have the sound knocked out of you? I mean, right down the center. Shut up! Shut up before I give you something to cry about. Remember that? Damn. Thought you just did, Grandma. Was that a love tap? The heck? Man, it's crazy. I don't know, man. Kids are a trip, man. You know, I ain't had no friends growing up. You know, I'm the only child, you know. My little nephew, he wanted all this stuff for Christmas, you know. Wanted one of those Sony PlayStation 3s. Is that what they call? Sony PlayStation 3s, man. Them things are like, what, $600, $700? You know, boy don't even get good grades, you know. I looked back at him and said, I had a PlayStation 2 coming up. It was called a backyard, sucker. Back there and play in your station. Got a $500 fence around there just for you, Bubba. You got to tell these kids where to go, man. Y'all messing with me, man. Nuts. I want all this stuff for Christmas, man. I love talking about kids, actually, because in my day job, before I was a stand-up comic, I wasn't always a comic. I had a day job just like everybody else, you know. I used to be a human resource specialist. That's what I told a beautiful lady, you know. That's what I told a beautiful lady when I met him, you know. You know what that means in layman's terms? I was basically a bus driver's assistant. Y'all never heard of those, I tell you. My job was to watch the kids while the bus driver drove the bus. They paid me to do that. Benefits, everything, whole nine, man. Yeah, I had some interesting kids on the bus too, man. I couldn't be like I am tonight, man. I had to be serious. You know, I had to be real serious. You know, so I had to be more of like a military sergeant, you know. So when I come up, they get on the bus, it's like 60, 80 kids, man. Bad, cussing, you know, talking back to the bus driver, you know, hitting each other. You should see your kids when they're not around you. It's something to see. I stand at the front of the bus, they get all on, wait, put my hand behind my back like I'm about to do something to them. When I am talking, nobody else talks, please. When I am talking, nobody else talks, please. My name is Mr. Dixie. I'm the bus assistant on this bus. We got a few rules we're gonna go over. You keep your feet out of the aisle, you stay turned around, and you don't hit nobody. You do, you got a problem with me. Had like 60, 80 white kids going,